We've got the standard FeatherWing board, which has got the accelerometer, temperature, humidity,
Hmm.
uh, and the 3-axis accelerometer.
Hey, it's Eamon at EDS, and I'm with Dean from Würth Elektronik. He's going to tell us about the FeatherWings. So, Dean, we've covered the sensor FeatherWing and the Thione One FeatherWing before, but what other FeatherWings are there, and how do you use them in terms of development?
Okay, so we're trying to make it very easy for people to start developing and getting some quick results and demonstrate it. So the advantage we're using the FeatherWing is well supported with the Arduino community.
Mm.
And it opens up the fact that we can use our sensors with many different processors. So if a customer's particularly interested in the SAM21 processor or the STM32 or the ESP32, so Adafruit produce a lot of demo boards to support this.
Yeah.
It's sort of very open. So we're currently using the SAM21
Okay.
on this processor on this application. I also personally like the SP32. I think it's pretty industry standard
Yeah, I
now.
think people have like jumped on that. It's become, well, Arduino brought out that ESP32 board now, so we know it's
And
yeah.
the great thing is it gives real good feedback. So
Mm.
at moments when we demonstrate it, it's all text on screen and it's relatively boring. It's difficult to interpret it. When you put an ESP32 on there, you can generate a web screen,
Mm.
and it's interactive straight away.
Yeah.
So it brings a little bit more aesthetics to it. It brings a bit more eye candy, as you could say. It's very easy on the eye
Nice.
to look at. So we've got the standard FeatherWing board, which has got the accelerometer, temperature, humidity,
Hmm.
and the 3-axis accelerometer.
Hmm.
They're all easy to exercise, and we've got many applications on our GitHub
Oh,
repository
cool, excellent.
to get that. So I'd recommend you looking at that. Very easy to get working. And we also add a power board, so it
Oh, okay.
opens it up for more applications where you might want to practice on an industrial application where it's 24 volts.
Oh, okay, cool.
So this board will take voltages anywhere between 9 and 36 volts
Okay.
and transform it down to the 5 and 3.3 volts retrospectively
Oh,
for
great.
whichever processor you want to use. So it's just making it easier to use and develop.
Nice.
So I think you mentioned our Calypso board.
Oh, yes.
So if you're using a SAM,
Hmm.
you haven't got that Wi-Fi capability, but by adding this board, you can add this onto it and get your Wi-Fi.
Excellent.
I think previously we mentioned the Thione, so
Mm.
it gives you the Bluetooth
Yeah.
communication and Proteus. So yeah, so it's very flexible. We're looking to try and extend it and make it more
Cool.
relevant for today's industry.
Nice. So are those all of them now? I didn't realize that was a power board, but that looks very interesting. Um, in terms of, um, I guess for the other ones, it's kind of a bit more obvious that, oh, you could use this to test Würth sensors or Würth wireless modules.
Yeah.
This power module, is that just generally something for integrating into a project, or are there some devices on there that Würth would use it?
Yeah, I mean, it's mainly to demonstrate our little switching regulators here.
Oh, okay, cool.
So it just shows that, when size is, footprint on the PCB is an issue. By using one of these small devices, we can actually offer these up to 72 volts input.
Okay.
So they're really, really flexible, very small. And this one particularly is the standard 7805
Okay.
footprint, which many engineers will know from years and years ago making power supplies. So it's a direct drop-in replacement. So it also demonstrates that for its customers.
Cool, excellent. And you did mention extra interfacing. I wasn't going to do it, but we may as well. It's quite fun. So
obviously, because it's an Arduino
Mm.
Arduino form factor,
Yeah.
the Adafruit, we then can add differential air pressure sensors, which is
Oh yeah, because obviously that's a lot bigger than the board. So
yeah. So
yeah.
it's like an industry standard PMOD connection
Okay.
type. So the customer can either break out directly onto
Mm.
a breadboard, or by using the DuPont standard DuPont cables, connect to a sensor board, you know, the
Cool.
FeatherWing, and exercise these. So again, it's all about trying to get the customer working with the product straight away. We find that's the best way. When people are interested, it's better to get them while they're interested rather than 6 months down the line. They've
Yeah, of
got to
course.
respin a board. So
Cool.
it's that flexibility.
Well, thank you very much for talking to me,
Thank you.
Dean, and thank you for explaining the FeatherWings. I'm glad that I learned about more of them.
Okay.
Cool. Just because it's actually the second day of EDS, usually I would ask this later on in the day on the first day, but how have you found EDS this year?
It's my first EDS. I've only been with Würth
Mm.
6 months. I found it very interesting.
Mm.
I can see that the industry's sort of gearing up for a new design stage.
Yeah.
Where after COVID, everyone was sort of concentrating on retrospectively updating and getting the getting the
Kind
stock
of
levels.
backlog.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yes, and playing it very much safe. We're hearing from our customers that now moving into a more active phase of
Oh,
designing.
cool.
So it's a very exciting future for 2024 coming
Cool.
up.
Excellent. Cool. Well, have a great rest of the show.
Okay,
And
thanks very
thank
much.
you very much.
Cheers.
So that was Würth Elektronik at EDS. Those Würth FeatherWing boards are pretty cool. We've written about 4 of them, which I think is all of them now. You got the Magic, depending on how you pronounce it. There is a 3 in there. Power one. You've got the Calypso, which is for Wi-Fi. You've got the Thione, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, which is for 2.4 gigahertz, and you've got the sensor one, which has lots of sensors on it. They make for a very quick solution if you're developing, especially using the Adafruit Feather boards. Great variety, and as Würth have always said, if you do choose to partner with them, you'll have very, very good sourcing availability, and it's pretty much now a one-stop shop for a lot of solutions. So yeah, check out all our write-ups and learn more and apply to evaluate.
Hey, yo, where my engineers at?